Masquerade. Under translucent starlight, magical letters are sent flowing through the night's gentle breeze. The recipients of these letters would be welcomed to a one-of-a-kind event. Invites were sent to individuals from all over the world, reaching even beyond our own feeble realm. The guests show up disguised with stylish masks, meeting others from faraway lands. Upon a call from the master of the house, an honorary guest is invited for a private chat within the palace's lounge. Welcome to the Starfall Masquerade. See you soon.
Well, hello. How's it going, everyone? Good morning. I hope you're all doing phenomenally today. Welcome back to another Starfall Masquerade. Apologies for this being a bit delayed. I know the stream was meant to be yesterday, yet we ran into a couple of technical difficulties. However, we are back here today, and everything should be nice and dandy. Alright, you guys ready? We've got a lot of cool games lined up today that I'm really excited about. Especially because you guys have been criticizing me for not doing hard enough games. My guests have gotten way too loose. These games have been way too easy for them. And unfortunately, for today's guest, I've made some pretty difficult challenges that will not be too kind. I've had to up my standards as a host, so I hope Honey is ready. Regardless, thank you everyone for showing up, and yeah, let's get it started, shall we? Alrighty, let's go over here. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. Hi, Honey.
Hi. Oh, I heard myself in there. I was listening. You know the thing you mentioned, was it cinematic? Was that what it was called? The thing at the beginning? I was like super excited to watch it. I was like, okay, I'm so ready. But then right when it started, the chicken nugget advertisement popped up. And it went for, there were 2 advertisements. And then right after the second one, it had that ending scene where, like, I don't know, I can't remember what it said, but it said the ending title thing. And I was like, no, you can't do this to me.
I did, that's so sad. Well, for anyone who's curious and may have missed out, the trailer is on YouTube. I'm gonna sneak this in. If you want to watch it later, it is there. Well, hi, Honey. Welcome to our little masquerade event over here. It is a pleasure to have you on. Thank you for accepting.
Thank you for having me. Yeah. I'm excited. I just wish I was more awake.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for making time and coming on when it's fairly early for you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I wouldn't miss it. Even though we don't talk about yesterday.
No, yesterday, it was planned for today, yes. Yes, we agree on that. Yes. Okay. Good.
Yes.
Well, for those who don't know who you are, would you care to introduce yourself to our lovely audience?
Oh yeah, for sure. My name is HoneyKub's. Most people know me as the TikTok gremlin or something because I make a lot of Apex memes.
Yes.
But I am also an artist. I make a lot of live 2D models. I made my own. I didn't rig it though. But yeah, so I do a lot of freelance work. I also stream on Twitch, over at HoneyKub's. I think that's about it. I'm also a Say-So streamer though, so I don't really do any swearing or anything like that.
Of course. That's fine. No, that's fine by me. I wobble on the edge. I wouldn't say I'm either or.
Dabble in the dark arts.
Yeah. But for masquerades, I tend to be more prime and proper, to fit the our lovely theme we have going on here. Let me turn this off. There we go. Well, you mentioned you were an artist and you were dabbling or have dabbled in VTuber model making. I wanted to know the beginnings of HoneyKub with art. Before we get into any life 2D, what were your beginnings with art?
Beginning like how I started getting into art?
Yeah, like drawing.
Trying to think how I actually got into it, because I think it was a while ago when I started doing like story making or something. I wanted to make my own characters, so I just kind of started drawing from there. And so I don't know. I was never like the super talented kid, but I guess when people started being like seeing me draw, and they would be like, "Oh, that's so cool. Can you draw me this or something?" And then I'd be like, "Oh, you actually like what I do?" So then I'd start drawing more and more and stuff until like I don't know, I guess I turned it into some kind of hobby.
Oh, that's cute. I like that. And how did that develop into like live 2D and model making?
Well, so that stuff came like way later, of course. I guess when the VTubing started popping up. But I started making models. Do you know Vanamelon by chance?
Name
She's
sounds
a YouTube.
familiar.
Well, she does YouTube. She does like a Fluttershy impression, and so it's like Fluttershy plays this or something.
I see.
But she had me make a couple of the models that she uses, and that's how I was first introduced to like how to do it and such. And so, and then later on, like I was like, oh, this looks like something fun. I would kind of want to do this. So then I started making more, some for myself, and then I'd get like maybe 1 or 2 commissions here and there for more, so I'd get more practice in it.
Oh, so that's pretty damn sweet. I'm always just really curious to know about like rigging, because it I've talked about it before on the previous show, but when I've looked at the what do you call it? Is it the Live 2D Studio? Is that what you call it? Like the program?
It's Live 2D Cubism.
Yes. When I looked at that, I genuinely thought it looked harder to control than like an airplane controls. It looks terrifying. Did that not feel like threatening to you, or like I was like, oh god, there's so much stuff to learn.
Oh, it's way bad. I mean, like, my sister told me like it's only complicated if you make it complicated. So it's like once you like get the basics down, it's pretty easy. But it's like learning how to undo something that you don't understand, like how you got to that spot. And you're like, oh, how do I get rid of this?
Right.
I don't know. You just have to. But there's like communities where you can ask people, where they'll come into like a call with you, and they'll tell you, oh, that's just this. You can fix it this way. So it's a pretty nice community.
Yeah.
For learning to rig.
And it's grown, hasn't it? Like it's grown exponentially even to this point, and it continues growing to even further heights. You see a lot of discourse on how, for example, the price to get like a top of the line model, if you want, this is just a hypothetical. If you're looking to get a top of the line model in today's age, I mean like today, it would be way more expensive than just a couple months ago with how fast like rigging and rigging techniques have gotten. From my small inkling of knowledge of rigging, it seems like you guys are always developing new stuff and getting more and more refined with the tools you have, and it's really damn impressive.
Oh gosh, yeah, there's like so much being added. It's ridiculous. And then everyone's expectations for the next rig is like, oh, I want the new thing that came out, and it's like, wait, we haven't had time to learn it. And so yeah, I don't know.
Do you feel
it gets
pressure?
rare to sometimes find those one. Wait, what?
Do you feel pressure to like keep your abilities in the status like quo, I guess you could call it?
Sometimes, not entirely with rigging, because I'm like still a beginner, so not too many people really talk to me about rigging their models. But it's pretty easy to learn how to cut it. Since I'm an artist, sometimes like I get other people who found somebody that can do that. So they're like, oh, if you need help with how to cut it, just ask the rigger. So I get to learn how to do it by asking them.
Mm,
Like, how should I cut this? So it's like, okay, so this is kind of, I can break it down to like figure out how they actually rig it, if
I
that
see.
makes sense. I
Yeah.
don't know.
No,
So
I
I
get you.
learn on the side in a way.
On the side, what was the main?
Eh?
You said you learned it on the side. Did you have any other like? What was your main kind of thing? Was it art in general?
Oh yeah, art's my main thing. I just feel like I would test out my like rigging theories on the side for if I learned something from the
Mm,
rigger or whoever I was talking to
I see.
or whoever I'm working with. I don't really know how to explain that.
I get you. I understand. You mentioned you do art, and of course that comes with the monetary part, which is commissions. And I have a lot of artist friends. I was once an artist myself, although I've shifted my focus into design and graphic design, so I don't really draw that much anymore. However, I am familiar to the world of commissions, and for those who don't know in the audience, I would love for you to detail in your eyes, may that be for art or for anything else you offer, who is like a dream client and who is a nightmare client that you would have to deal with?
Dream client? Oh, I've had both, luckily. I mean, maybe not for the second one, but um oh wait, so we're asking like what they do,
Yes,
right?
what are qualities that you're looking to like have to be a good client and things you should avoid when commissioning you, for example?
Things to avoid. Well, so my favorite commissions are the ones where they give me like total freedom, and they're
Mm,
usually like, "Hey, can you design a model for me or something?" Or like they'll give me like maybe some guidelines to follow, but then they just let me like I don't know if they think so, if they tell me like, "Hey, if you think something looks off, feel free to like change it and then send it my way." Um, but yeah, and I like it when people react like, "Oh my gosh, I love it," because it makes me feel better about the drawing rather
yeah.
than, "Oh, that's good." And I'm like, "But is it though? Are you just lying to me to make me feel okay?" But I don't know. I always the reaction helps me understand if they actually do like it.
Mm,
But no, yeah, the dream client is usually when I get freedom. Things that are not my favorite. Usually, whenever you commission an artist, it's always best to check their card first or their website or anything to see if their commissions are open. Always check that first. Um, just because a lot like nowadays or something, most artists they get a lot of DMs or something because so many people want to be like get a model or something, so they
yeah.
normally put that information in their bio or on their website. Um, but the things that I don't like is when I work on the sketches, I send them the sketches, um, and then they want something completely different from the sketches that they had in what is it? I do forms, so they give me details on what they want
Of course.
and then they completely change it like maybe like 3 times or so. But they get revisions, so I guess that's okay, but it just makes it a little harder when I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay, I read this. I feel like I can do this. Like I can it sounds like something I can draw." But then
Mhm.
it switches to something that maybe I don't feel comfortable doing.
Yeah, I
If
understand. I
that
understand. I
yeah.
can sympathize when dealing with graphic design commissions. You probably also get this where there's very uncertain people. I know a lot of artists or people who do commissions. One of their nightmare clients is a client who doesn't know what they want, but they know what they don't want, but they don't know what they want. So they can tell you what they don't want in their commission, but they can't specifically nail what they want. And it leads to a situation like you mentioned, where you will try something and they will completely be like, this is nothing like I envisioned, because they don't take the time before commissioning someone to think like, okay, this is how I want this is how I want that, which is fair enough. People can be uncertain, what you can't do is expect an artist to, have telepathy and know what you want.
No, you worded that so much better. Yeah, pretty much just like that, actually.
No, you worded it great. Don't worry, you're great. I'm curious. I have to say, I love your art. Of course, for one of our games that I won't spoil, I had to really look deep and dig in deep for your art, and I got plenty of inspiration from seeing it. From your point of view, what are your inspirations for your art? Do you have like any artists, any shows, anime, stuff like that? Anything you're like that influenced your style or like the way you draw?
I don't really watch too much anime, not gonna lie, but I do like going through Pinterest to find styles that I think are very nice and pretty. It's most I trying to think. I do like this artist. Their name is Shrimp. Oh no, Ebby Shrimp or something. They draw some really uh, pretty characters. But I don't know any specific artists. My goal, though, for like when I'm making models, is I want to make something that looks like it could be for like Hololive or something like that. So I'm always trying to find new techniques to like better. I'm still trying to figure out the hair thing. That one's probably the hardest for me. But yeah, like.
So you would say you hold yourself to a pretty high standard then, if you're like comparing your work to, people who have extremely detailed models. So does that ever weigh on you? Maybe like always wanting to get the best out of the work you put in?
I don't know if it really weighs on me, just because like I mean I know I'm not like I want to get there. I'm not there quite yet, but what is it? But like I don't know, as an artist, like I feel like I always need to hold myself to like a higher standard so I can always improve. But I don't know, because with art there's like no stopping point. You can always improve something.
True. That's one of the beauties of it, isn't it? You can never be a complete professional like at everything within art. You're always got something to learn, and it makes it really fun and refreshing because you'd be like, you can get really good at, for example, at character design, and you'll be great, yes. But then you can also take a breather and do like environmental art, which is like a whole different thing, which is still a very valuable skill. It's a big world for art.
Gosh, yeah.
When looking through your art, of course, I did a little scrolling, and it interested me that you had posted some traditional art. So you'd started with traditional, obviously, before coming to digital. And I'm wondering what spiked your interest in digital art specifically that made you want to switch.
It was mostly just like online work and stuff, and being able to use it for things like profile pictures and stuff like that. Just because with traditional, it's just like, oh, you could tell it was on paper, so I don't know, it might not look as pleasing. I mean, it is pleasing, like, there's like some amazing traditional works, but like, I don't know, I wanted the full color, the full experience of a digital picture.
I see. Well, that was a lovely little start full of art talk, which was very, very sweet. I'd like to introduce you to our first game here today, and I hope you will do well. All right, here we go.
Well, yes. I did hear that you made them more hard. That's not good. I'm smooth right there. I know.
So what ended up happening is, within our first and second interviews, or masquerades, my guests did a bit too well. And when I say too well, they answered all the questions 1 second after I asked them, and they were correct. So now I've become a bit more strict, and unfortunately, you're the first person to catch me on the stricter games. But maybe you'll prove me wrong. Maybe they're still easy. Who knows? Maybe my perception is skewed, and they're still damn easy. But hopefully this first game will ease you in. Since we were talking about art, our first lovely game here today is called Kenai. Let me do a little something. There we go. Kenai is our first game. You guys might have remembered that we played this 2 weeks ago with Lady with the VTuber models. So I'll explain to you what keen eye is. I will be showing you on screen an image that is zoomed in. It's zoomed in and they get progressively more zoomed in or weirdly positioned. And they are all of your art. This is all your art. And you have to tell me who you drew while it's zoomed in. So let's see if you indeed have a keen eye. Let's see. Let me make sure this is right. You know, we can start easy. We can start easy and see how well you do. You know, just a simple one, zoomed in. I don't even know if this was zoomed in, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to get this. It's not too damn difficult.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, let's see. Scooter.
There you go. All right, we have 4 of these. So there is the first one. Lovely piece of art. Very cute. Gargura.
I like this game.
Very nice. Right, here is your second drawing. More zoomed in. Definitely not incredibly difficult. I think you got this in the bag.
Oh, okay. Why am I so nervous? This is Lumi.
Lumi. Very nice. There you go. So you're doing fine. There's Lumi. There's the drawing. But maybe these are a bit too easy. Bit too easy. All right, let's move around the crop a little bit, shall we?
Oh shoot!
All right, here's your third one. This is has I want to say like 8% of the characters in this frame, but good luck. Let's see. You got it?
Is that her name? Pomu?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you are. You got that from a sleeve. Very nice. All right, you're 3 for 3. You got 1 more, and you would have cleaned this round. See, you know your art better than I expected. Damn.
Luckily, these are recent ones.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Here's the last one. This is very, very zoomed in.
Oh, I'm so scared.
No, you wouldn't know this, right? This is like a really hard question. Yeah.
This was super hard. Oh my gosh. What is that? So the sleeve, a puffy sleeve? Who could it be? It's HoneyKub.
Yo, it's HoneyKub, no way, holy fuck.
Unless you pulled a fast one on me and it was the bunny.
No, that would be the bunny one. It is.
You can't do that. That's so mean.
What? Did I do something bad?
Technically, that's not me.
Oh.
No.
Wait, why?
No, well, so my sister and I wanted to be like some kind of sort of twin VTubers.
Oh.
And she likes to be a bunny, so I was like, here, we'll just look like me. I'll make the eyes blue and you can have bunny ears. So technically that one's for...
Damn. Well, I'll give you the point because I didn't even know of that lore. I thought you just drew yourself with bunny ears. I got bamboozled.
Oh, that was because the context of that post, I think, was what, like, someone's like, bunny bear now? And then I posted that, so no one would know.
You aced our first game, but don't feel so confident yet. The game that we're going to be having later on is a lot harder, and I'm hoping that you won't get them right.
Wow,
I'm a bit devious.
That wants me to fail.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing. I sometimes I'm like, okay, I hope they fail because I can prove that the questions were hard. Otherwise, everyone's like, oh, he made it too fucking easy. I'm like, God damn it. Shit.
Oh, I'm okay with this. The last one I was on, I didn't get a single one right. And I felt I need to better my...
Well, you did great. You do know your art, which is pretty damn sweet. Okie dokie. So before our lovely interview here, I did ask you about your interests. So I'm going to poke at some things you mentioned, the first one being horror. Now, when I look at your model, the last thing I think of is horror. So how did that come about? Why? What are your interests within horror?
Well, like, I have a fierce face. I have a fierce face. Like this one.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
I'm Terminator Cub.
That is goddamn terrifying.
This is pretty terrifying too. Wait, let's really... Quite glorious.
Who snatched your wig? What the?
Usually Chat's the one that snatches, and I ask him to touch. Can you
Oh
toss
my
that back to me, please? Thank you. Yeah, see, it's pretty easy.
What the? That's phenomenal. I've never seen that. That's great.
I think those are the only two fierce things I have. I used to have a yandere, but I forgot to
That
ask
is,
Twin to add that.
That is pretty damn threatening if you're just going with someone. Your hair just randomly gets snatched.
Yeah.
But yeah, are you into like horror games, horror movies, any stuff like that?
Oh heck yeah! I love horror games. It's like it's like an adrenaline, you know. If something jumps out of you and you're just like, oh my gosh, and then you get shivers all over your body.
Mm-hmm.
It's like thrill. It's like when people jump off cliffs and fly. What is it? Pull
Yes.
out parachutes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like that.
I
But
see.
with
I
a
see.
game. Yeah.
Well, it's funny. It's funny you mentioned that because I am recently doing my first playthrough of Outlast, if you know what Outlast is, and I shit myself multiple times, and I hate playing horror games, and the only time I will ever play a horror game is for content because it like shakes something within my core that is so deep. And I'm like, oh fuck! I moved 2 inches, and I'm like, oh, something's gonna fucking jump out! God damn it, get me out of here!
Oh gosh. No, yeah. Isn't that one like one of the what is it? One of the scariest horror games? Outlast is?
I have no knowledge of horror games. I asked my chat, I was like, oh, what horror games should I try as like a starter? And my friend was like, oh, Outlast. Little did I know, it's probably like one of the most horrifying experiences of my life. And yes, I am traumatized now.
Oh, dude, you did good because I got like 5 minutes into the game before Chet's like, God, no, there's a naked guy in here. And it's like, I'm pretty sure if there's a naked guy, Twitch wouldn't allow this. But they said something about it, like it's inappropriate. So I was like, okay, I can't play this. But Marjorie's assistant is actually pretty scary.
Oh, I've seen a lot of people like play and talk about it. I might give it a go after Outlast. Is it like
Dude,
really
yes.
terrifying?
It scared me pretty good. I was squinting most of the game, but it's I was so nervous that I had a hard time talking to chat and then getting back to the game.
Oh,
so I just wasn't breathing. I was like, because when I'm nervous, I hold my breath most of the time.
I see. Well, Natsunami says they had a horror game wheel with Outlast, and apparently it's the worst. So that what does that put? That just makes me an idiot for like barely ever playing a horror game, then going knee deep into like probably one of the worst ones.
No, it's not. Don't worry. My sister doesn't like horror games either.
But the great thing is, it can only go up from here. If I do the hardest or the scariest horror game, it can't get any worse, right? Right? No, but it's funny because in the first 30 minutes of the stream, I was like, I could not like turn a corner, and I was like, I was horrified. After like the 40-minute mark, I decided to cope by like making jokes out of everything I saw, and it kind of made gameplay a lot easier.
Does that actually help?
I mean, for me, it helped, and I was also trying to like speedrun, like go past like the places really quickly, so that like I wouldn't have time to process what I was looking at.
That's probably a good idea. Oh my gosh.
It's like oh yes, your average player, they're like sneaking around, like being scared. Then there it just cuts to me like sprinting down the hallways of the asylum, like get the fuck out of the way.
Shove the guy out of the wheelchair. I don't care.
Yeah. Are you into horror movies? I don't remember the last time I watched a horror movie.
I'm trying to remember the last time I watched them too. I usually like to, but now they're like, I don't know. I had my sisters with me, but now that I'm alone at night, I don't like to watch them by myself. So I usually need somebody with me to watch a horror movie.
I see. I did actually try Five Nights at Freddy's when I was younger, and I downloaded it on my phone, and then I like opened it. And I didn't even get like 2 minutes in before I was like, I can't do this. Like the fear of like knowing you might get jump scared got me so bad that I uninstalled it off my phone.
You should do VR, the VR one.
VR FNAF looks horrific. It looks terrifying.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd
You
survive
peek
that.
over at Foxy this time, and if he
Oh
runs
my.
at you, that's like, oh my gosh.
And
So surreal,
I
man.
swear, inhuman noises would come out of my mouth if I played VR horror.
What kind of incantation is that? Do you have games on your phone?
I'm like usually more calm and collected, right? But when I play horror games, like just the sounds that come out of me should not be happening.
No, that's the best part. That's the best part for everybody. It's like, what just happened? This is clip material. Clip material.
Clip material, yeah. Well, you play a lot of games on your stream, so I'm curious. Favorite genre, favorite games, spill the beans. Tell me your tastes.
My favorite genre? What? Which what? Wait, what was that first question?
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Your favorite game genre? Like, do you like action? Are you into like more calm games, shooters, that kind of thing?
I do like shooters. Well, I only like Valorant really as a shooter. My favorite genre? Oh, that's hard. It usually depends on my mood, but I really like horror games, not gonna lie.
Oh, it is your favorite.
Because I watch a lot of Markiplier.
Oh, of
so
course.
I like getting them horror games. My favorite horror game? Was that what?
Yeah, sure.
Because you said
favorite horror game, yeah. If it is in your favorite genre, yeah.
Was a horror game that I actually enjoyed. I hate it in the moment, but then I love it like at the end. Oh, Kill It With Fire. I like Kill It With Fire. That one was my favorite.
Ooh. Yeah, no, because watching and playing horror games are such distinct experiences. Because, like, I would love to rewatch Markiplier playing through the FNAF games. It's like an annual thing. I'm like, okay, time to boot up the playlist, and I just watch it because it's like a classic, right? But like when you play, it's such a different feeling for me personally. Like it shakes me down to my core. I'm not sure you saw. Speaking of FNAF, there is I believe it's a fan-made game being funded by Scott Cawthon, the creator of FNAF, called FNAF Plus, I think it's what it's called. And it's FNAF 1, it's the original game, but it's like redone. So everything is 3D. It's like basically, what's the word that they use for games that are like refined? There's a word that I'm missing right now. Oh god, remastered. That's the word.
Oh,
like FNAF 1 remastered, and it looks horrific. I can send you the trailer later. Like when this comes out, I want everyone I know to play this on stream because it's mortifying. Like the jump and scariness of the animatronics. It's so
I had a hard time even
eerie.
beating the first. What is the first game?
Yeah, it is pretty damn scary. But I'm really excited about it. I don't know if I'm gonna play it. I kind of should because it's like funny content, but we'll see. We'll see.
Oh my gosh, all the way. I can't do those because they're brain games. If it's a horror game with a brain game like puzzles, I won't enjoy it. It has to be like straightforward.
I see. I get you. I understand. As for me, in terms of games, I love open world, but very specifically, I actually tweeted about this a while ago. Are you familiar? It's like I'm spreading the gospel, honestly. It's like, have you heard of... Do you
have time to talk about our horror game? I don't know.
No,
I don't even know what this is.
Overgrown. The aesthetic Overgrown. So it's like tends to be paired with like apocalypse games, but it's like the aftermath of an apocalypse where like nature takes back like urban areas. Like that is, so I'll give you some examples, like the new game Stray, if you played Stray, Breath of the Wild, Shadow of the Colossus, The Last of Us, you know, all that good stuff.
Shadow of the Colossus?
Yeah, have you heard of Shadow of the Colossus?
It sounds familiar. I don't remember what that one was about. Is that a zombie one?
No, it's not a zombie one. It's excuse me, sorry. It's a really interesting. No, I was handed popcorn by my dad, like out of nowhere. I don't know where this came from.
Popcorn?
Yeah, I have popcorn. Do you want some? I can put it on our table here.
Just toss. So yeah, slide it on over.
Yeah, but Shadow of the Colossus is like it's like a renowned game for being so unique because it came out to the PS2 or 3. It's old, and it was a game where there is only boss battles. It's only boss battles, nothing else. You go from boss to boss, and that was very unnatural at the time, where games were like, okay, there's minions and there's a boss. So Shadow of the Colossus, it's like you're this boy, and like this is all context, right? There's not a lot of narration in the game, so you have to pick it up from environmental clues. But they're kind of like, okay, there's this boy with a horse, and he brings in like a dead girl, which apparently is his lover. And he's told by a higher being that's like, if he goes and kills all of these like colossi, where the name of the game comes from, he can revive her. So he sets out on an adventure on this barren land. There is nothing until you meet the bosses, and they are gigantic. They are huge compared to your player model, and they're all unique and different. And it's one of my favorite games because they did a remastered for it on the PS4 for the graphics, and it is stunning, and it's really, really cool. It's really cool concept.
Is this a Dark Souls game? Why does it sound like Dark Souls?
It does, doesn't it? Now that you say it, it does. No, it isn't.
Elden Ring? Wait, what? What is?
Have you played Souls games?
I had tried some Elden Ring. I'm not very. I don't have a controller, so
keyboard player.
didn't enjoy the game very much.
I see.
Keyboard.
I've had friends try and convince me to stream a Souls game for the first time. And I still don't know which one I want to try first. I was told that Elden Ring is kind of friendly to beginners.
Yes,
and,
yes.
Sekiro is like the most unique out of them all. Or like the one that stands itself apart because it's more like... I was told it's like a different vibe, right? It's like more Japanese, I think. And the other ones are like European. I have no clue. I have no knowledge.
I can see. I can see. I didn't know about the other one you mentioned just now, but
I know Bloodborne.
I can see
Sorry. Oh god, I got popcorn in my throat.
Oh no, not that.
I'm gonna choke to death.
Water redeem.
I was told that Bloodborne is set in England, which is kind of funny. Out of all the places they could have picked, they picked fucking Britain. It's kind of funny to me. Honey, I'm quite curious because obviously, like, my knowledge of you is very recent since you were tagged. Because I asked a bunch of people, like, oh, who would you like to see on the Masquerade? And one of my friends was like, oh, yeah, HoneyKub's cool. I was like, okay. And so I don't know a lot about you. So I'm really curious. If you're not comfortable with the question, don't worry about it. I'm just curious on your relationship with, like, how much of your personal life would you say you put forward in your streams? I always like asking this question because it varies so deeply from VTuber to VTuber. And I just want to see your take on it.
No, yeah, that's true. I am one because I wanted to stream as HoneyKub and leave like all my life stuff out. Just because I know that a lot of life drama can get dragged into like streams or like even on Twitter and stuff. And I was like, I don't really want to do that. I want to just play my character.
Yeah.
As HoneyKub's, so I don't really bring any of my life.
I see. That's fair.
Into streaming, except for like recently, which was just like my sister wanted to join the streaming community, and then people know that she's my sister, and that's about it.
That's interesting.
That's all they really mean.
Yeah. No, it's fair. Outlooks on the VTuber community are always really interesting to me. Because it, as I said, it varies so tremendously that it seems like everyone I talk to has their own reasons or their own takes behind it, and it's very nice to hear the way you handle with it. I don't know, it's interesting. I did peek into your streams and I saw you doing Duolingo. Now, do you speak any other languages other than English?
I used to in high school. I used to study a lot of languages. My favorite one was Korean. I don't speak really fluently in any of the languages, but I I did have a collab with my Korean friend where I was only allowed to speak Korean, and she was only
Ooh.
allowed to speak English, and so that was kind of
Oh, that's
funny.
funny.
It was pretty fun. I gotta practice. I learned a lot of slang.
Mm. Yeah, languages are fun. I'm thinking about doing another Duolingo stream because I did one with my French friend Eloy, because he lives
French?
in, yeah, he lives in Paris, and I was like, fuck it, I've never learned French, and it was really funny because French is just a language that you just kind of, it's like difficult not to make fun of the way it sounds. Although it is a beautiful language, sometimes words can get really funny. But it was very entertaining. Yeah, I speak 2 languages. I think I don't count
Two?
Spanish. Yeah, 2. I speak English and Portuguese.
Wait, Portuguese is. I heard that Portuguese is like if you speak Spanish, you can understand
Yes.
Portuguese. Is that true?
If you okay, it's
No
weird. If
hesitation
you
there.
speak Portuguese, you can understand Spanish. If you speak Spanish, they struggle a lot to understand us.
Oh, it's the other way around. Okay, the other way around.
Yeah, at least from my experience. Like, I can, when people speak Spanish to me, I can mostly pick up on what they're saying. But the other way around, it doesn't seem like it works that way. But contrary to what you may have thought, I actually am not from Portugal. Shocker. News outbreak. Portuguese
Look, I
speaking
like-
person not from Portugal? Now, do you know the other country in the world that speaks Portuguese?
This is where I might fail a test. I have no idea, honestly.
Brazil. South America.
Oh,
The biggest country in South America speaks Portuguese. And that is where I am from.
really?
Mm-hmm. But I don't live there anymore. As the time zones would indicate, I am now in Europe. I live in Norway.
Ring. Elden Ring.
Hmm?
I was like, seriously. Oh, that thing. I just remember what you said earlier about European or something and Elden Ring.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I get my brain. I always say random stuff like that. No, I'm sorry.
You reconnected the dots. It's fine.
Oh,
Well, okay, that was great. I want to test you, and I want to test the boundaries of how hard I made this quiz.
oh,
Before
no.
that, I just want to say I did drink water while you were explaining your explaining your point of view about VTubing. So just to say, I did do the redeem. I just didn't want to interrupt you, and successfully didn't choke on popcorn, which is Pog. Yes, we are doing a little something I like to call Tweet Royale. Now, I'm not sure if you're too knowledgeable on the types of tweets you make, but this is going to be very interesting.
Oh no.
Let me explain to you what Tweet Royale is. It is our second lovely game. It consists of 5 questions, and each question will have 4 tweets on the stream. These 4 tweets will be censored, the person who sent the tweets. You won't know who sent them. And between the 4 tweets, you have to guess which one was you. The other 3 are different VTubers that I've picked. Yes, so you have to tell me which one was tweeted by you, and we can test to see how good your memory is.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, it should be pretty damn interesting. Okie dokie, here we go. Round number 1. Here are they. Tweet number 1. Friendly reminder to fart whenever you can, otherwise you will breathe out the fart. Number 2. So overwhelmed right now, things to do and remember about. Number 3. Rah rah, ga. Number 4. I just pulled something out of the trash and ate it. Let's see, this is pretty chill first one. I'm hoping you're not gonna fumble the bag.
Other people say rah rah and got to me, so I can't trust that exactly, can I?
I don't know, can you?
It's around right now, I think.
Okay, I will give you a tip, which is they do get harder, so that they're not all the same difficulty.
Oh shoot! And why is this about farts? Friendly reminder to fart. That sounds like something Jed would say. That's not me. I just pulled something. I didn't say that. Oh wait, yes I did. Wait, no I didn't. No I didn't. I didn't say that.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Shit! I do put yellow hearts. I'm gonna go with the Ranga.
All right, here we go. Is it right? Hey, you're right. Let's
Oh, yeah.
go.
Oh my gosh. It's so scary.
You got your first point. That was just to warm you up. Unfortunately, unless you really remember your tweets, these next couple are going to be tough. They're going to be toughies.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Here we go. Round 2. Number 1. I got up from my chair and my tailbone area cracked so hard it scared me. Gamer bones. Number 2. Why is everything morbing? I don't get it. Number 3. I am being gaslit and I do not appreciate this. Number 4. I want to be good, but I also want a soda. Should I get one?
No, I don't know. I was like, I never say morbid because I never understood that meme in the first place. And then I don't talk about game. Wait,
You
what
don't
is
have
it?
gamer bones?
I never say gamer usually, unless I'm talking about being pro.
Right.
I'm being gaslit. I never knew what that meant in the first place, so it's the last one.
Okay.
Last one.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Very nice.
Oh goodness.
Sweet. 2 out of 2. I realized when I pulled up the tweets, I was like, oh god, that gal at the end of the 4th tweet's gonna be a major giveaway. Shit.
That's a good thing. Maybe I should put this on my tweets. Go.
However, I hopefully past Shy will not have been stupid, and I believe that the next 3 don't have anything like any of your little catchphrases. So you're gonna really have to stretch that brain muscle of yours.
Oh no! My brain. Why are you
Here
putting a
are
dollar in my...
your tweets. Number 1. Nya, 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 nya. Number 2. The desire as a VTuber artist to redraw my model from scratch has never been this high. Number 3. Trigger warning. Immersion break. Number 4. Have you ever put a pot of water on the stove top to let it boil, but it takes 2 hours and you realize you need to turn it on?
That one.
Is it
I
too
remember that day.
It's too specific. It's too specific.
Well, I mean, I don't say nyan.
But the second one would get you for sure. I was like, oh, it's
second one.
yeah, I don't know, because I hear a lot of people that are like, who make their own models, they're like, oh fuck, I want to update this, I want to update that.
Oh yeah, that's me on like a daily basis. Whenever I'm taking a break, it's usually to be like, okay, what can I change about myself? Or or like what can I redesign too? But
I see.
don't know.
Well, you are 3 for 3. Are you going to be able to ace the games here? That is what I'm curious about.
Please let me ace. I've never aced in my life.
Your 4th round has, number 1, I need to sleep. Number 2, I'm going to eat a big burger tomorrow. Number 2, cut, don't cut, cut, don't cut. Number 4, heatwave crying emoji.
Oh no, big burger. I said burger. Burger.
This is a hard one. Shit.
I need to sleep. Nah, I never say that. That's not the tough. Heat wave? Nah, I like the heat, so I don't say that. It's between cut, don't cut. I'm gonna eat big burger tomorrow. Oh wait, what's that? What's that face emoji actually? The advertisement at the bottom zoomed out, so I can't see it.
It's a semicolon hyphen semicolon.
Oh, cut, don't cut. In that case.
Oh, you mean on the burger? I thought you were talking about the heatwave one.
Oh,
wait.
Wait. What's the one on?
The heatwave one is greater than semicolon C.
Okay, yeah. But cut, don't cut.
You're right. Now, what does this tweet mean?
Oh.
I'm so curious.
I'm telling you. Oh yeah. I was. What was that? I was debating if I should cut my hair or not, and I was like, should I cut it? No, don't cut it. I don't. And so I was gonna be like, well, if everyone says yes or no, I'll just go off what everyone says. But,
well, great job. You managed to scope it down to 2 and snatch yourself the 4th point. However, this might be the end of your career here on the Starfall Masquerade. Are you gonna miss this fifth one?
My career.
Here's the fifth one. These are so difficult. Okay, number one.
What?
Number one, is it pronounced data or data? Number two, number three, I can't wait to go on my vacation. Number four, what if?
What if?
I think you should get this. I think you should. I think.
That's funny how you even read it like that, data or data. I think it's that one because I remember thinking about that before, and then I was like, I want to see if anyone reads it different because it's spelled the same. I think it's that one.
You're correct! Woo!
Yay!
You aced my games. All right. Unfortunately, honey, got bad news, but the bad news aren't for you. No. The bad news aren't for you. The bad news is for my next guest, because I tried to make these harder for you, and you aced my quiz. So for the next guest, it's gonna be even worse now.
Oh my gosh! Good luck, next guest.
The difficulty only gets worse over time.
Oh my gosh!
But yeah, you did phenomenally. You do remember your tweets pretty damn well. I mean, you did pick up on those little context clues that I left you with the gals and your little things. Mm-hmm.
I thought the first one was a trick question, but maybe not.
Maybe not. All right, you lovely people, the viewers watching us, we are going to go on a little 5-minute break just to get some water, stand up, and breathe. But don't leave just yet. After the break, we are doing a Q&A with Honey. If you have any dire questions that you've always wanted to ask, please keep them safe. And once we return, you can ask them. And I have some extra questions as well. But yeah, we'll take most from chat, hopefully. All right, guys, don't go anywhere. We will be right back. You lovely people, we are back from our little break. I hope everyone had a nice little breather. We're now on to the Q&A. While the questions slowly come in, feel free to ask anything as long as it's appropriate and not stupid. Most people have common sense of what to ask, but please be mindful and respectful. And before the questions actually come in, I will get you started on a question, just so we don't have to sit here and wait for chat to catch up.
I mean, I can always ask questions too.
To yourself?
Well, to both of us. Both of us.
I mean, if you have one, feel free.
They kind of might fall under the stupid category.
No, I doubt it. Do you have one? I was waiting for it.
But I mean, like, people ask the basic question, like, are you a Pepsi or Coke kind of person?
Fuck, I drink both.
Wait, but now I do have a question. Do all the, like, Pepsi, Coke, do those things taste the same to you? Like, if you were to have a Sprite and a 7-Up, do they taste the same to you?
I'm not really into fizzy lemon drinks, so I couldn't tell you. I don't mind them, but I don't drink them. I drink them if somebody offers me. However, Coke and Pepsi do taste different. 100%. 100%. If you say they taste the same, we have different taste buds. Because I can definitely tell the difference, but I don't think neither is bad. I think they're both good. However, I think it goes from like worst to best. I think it goes Pepsi, Coke, and then Pepsi Max. I think I really like Pepsi Max, but I don't like regular Pepsi. Is that weird? I might be weird. Okay, something, you don't know me very well. The first thing, rule number 1, don't judge me for my food takes. Just accept them and be like, okay, fair enough. Because the things that come out of my mouth regarding food takes are so unbelievably unprecedented that I don't want to share them anymore. I have caveman taste buds, honey. You don't understand. I have underdeveloped taste
Dude,
buds.
no, if you can tell them apart, then you have refined taste
Do you
buds.
think they're the
Me,
same?
I feel like most sodas taste the same.
Mm.
Yeah.
I love how I
can't
called
tell
you
them
out in the
apart
middle of
usually.
my rant.
I was like, shoot.
Uh-oh. All right, we have a question here from Gifty. All of a sudden, a swarm of bees enter through the open window. How do you proceed?
Open window? Am I at
Um,
home?
Yes, I will. I assume so.
You hide under the bed.
Can't they reach you under the bed?
No, because they come in.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know, bees always fly up. They fly up to the light. I mean, sometimes like if they land, maybe, but they usually are up in the air. So if you go to the lowest spot, I don't think they'll find you. Like what is it? If you put soda in a soda pop can and then they fly into the can, they have a hard time getting out of the not can, but the bottle.
Really?
It's very confusing for me too, but I remember someone explained this to me. But
Mm-hmm. That's
the bed,
interesting.
under the bed.
Well,
Yes.
what I would do, I would sprint outside my door and leave the house because it's not that hard to leave, and walk across the street and then jump into the river because I live right next to a body of water. And I think if you like go on the water, bees don't get you. I could be wrong. That could be media like tricking me because it's like a common trope of like, oh shit, there's bees after me. Let me jump in the water. I don't know if that applies to real life though.
Alligator infested. The only one. You gotta go, man.
I mean, right
Bees.
now,
I don't know if that's
Oh,
Jason.
Gifty meant like right now, like in the masquerade. If bees came through the window. Well, you don't know the layout of the mansion that we're in right now, so I think it would be pretty bad.
Well, the bees wouldn't know either, so I'll take my chances. It'll be like Goofy going through doors. The bee.
You trip, roll down the fucking stairs because there's like stairs going up to the main hall. Fumble down.
Hey Johnny, play the one about falling down the stairs. ASDF. That's all I can think about.
That's gold. Question from Not Tsunami VTuber. What do you hope to remember? What do you hope to be remembered by in your VTubing journey?
Remembered by? Well, that's kind of like the thing is like most people, like I don't mean this in a bad way, but there's like a lot of lewd tubers and
Yes.
stuff, and so I want to be remembered for being mostly
Wholesome.
say so and stuff. Well, say so all the way, but
Wholesome
like
streamer.
yeah, but also the whole fierce bear thing, like, because with my character, like I try to find what's iconic, what I can make iconic.
Mm-hmm.
And so I found that to be like the fierce bear. I want people to, when they say fierce bear, I want my name to be the first thing they think of. Oh,
Well,
HoneyKub. Fierce
it'll
bear,
be the
HoneyKub.
first thing that comes to my mind for sure. Now it's imprinted.
Oh yeah!
Fierce bear.
Yay! Always remember I'm fierce bear. Terminator Cub will be at your bedside at 3 a.m. if you don't. Da-da-da. Or bald bear. Bald bear works too.
What do you hope to be remembered by in your VTubing journey? That's so difficult for me because I'd like to think I don't really play a character. Most of the stuff that I say and do on stream is very much just me. I transitioned from being a facecam VTuber or YouTube, a facecam streamer to being a VTuber. So I don't think I changed much. I do, obviously, since this is a masquerade, I gotta put on a show, obviously, but it's nothing outside of what I normally do with the people I meet. Regarding what I want to be remembered by, that's such a deep question. I'm surprised you answered that so damn quick. It's such an existential question. What do I want to be remembered by? I just want people to laugh when they see my content. That's mostly what I want. Be like, oh, that's the funny elf guy with the star on his eye. He's funny. You know? I couldn't ask for more.
Yeah. That's always great when like people like enjoy it for the content. Like I know like some people just like to chill and stuff, but like when people actually like hey, I wanted to say like thanks for your content. It always makes me smile or something. Like that's always
Yeah,
like a really nice feeling.
I agree. I agree. Again, from Natsu, if you could rebrand or change your name, what would you change it to? What would be an interesting rebrand? I've never thought about this.
No, never.
Because the thing is, it's weird, right? Most VTubers who debut have a theme, right? Because this is a costume of mine, the Masquerade one. I have a regular fit. And it was just my persona before I became a VTuber. So I guess the theme of it would be stars, but beyond that, nothing else. If I had to pick, I'd want to pick something. I don't know if I'd want to go with an animal, although the animals are cute and easy to like get rolling in terms of like aesthetics.
Fierce bear. Yes.
Fierce bear, yes. Maybe like something to do like mythology would be kind of cool to do. I don't know the implications of using other people's mythologies as a VTuber, but I think it'd be cool. What about you?
Yeah, that's true. So I have actually done like a few things like I have alt accounts where I do actually have other VTubers. I have done Greek mythology. I do
Really?
have one.
A god?
Yeah. Well, it's like you know the rower on the River of Styx.
Yes. Oh, what's his name? Oh, I know his name.
I think it's
I played Hades. Yes, Charon. He's so. Have you played Hades?
I haven't played Hades though.
You gotta play. You gotta play Hades. I swear to God, it's fun.
I'll play Hades when you play. What was that game that you were talking about?
The horror one, or
it was. What was the game that you said you? I don't know if I'm thinking of that. What is it? The Five Nights at Freddy's things that isn't out yet.
Oh, FNAF Plus. Yes, you want me to play FNAF Plus as a trade?
Maybe we'll trade that one. Yeah.
But yeah, Hades is really fun. Charon is in the game. He's like a shopkeeper. He's on a boat. He's really funny looking. That's what it reminded me of. But explain that to me a bit more. You made me curious. So do you play other VTubers at the same time?
So the most time when I'm like on a hiatus or if I'm really tired and then I don't know, like I get some free time. But yes, I play like I said, like sometimes like I want to find something iconic about myself is like I like to think of these characters and like, okay, what's iconic about them? So I have the Greek mythology, but she works under Charon. So I think it's weird. I don't know how to say his name properly, but it's Lilith. Lilith Styx. She rows. She does what is it, an Uber service for people who pay with the coin and stuff. So it's like hers is always like, please leave me 5-star on my Uber service or something. But it's always it's just like, but it is fun. I would either do rebranding to that, or I was also looking into Queen of Hearts or something.
Oh,
just because I am a chaotic streamer, so I'm like I feel like that would be pretty fun to.
That already spiked an idea in my mind. That's awesome. Like Queen of Hearts, your fans could be like little hearts that follow you around. That'd be so cute.
I was thinking of more like subjects and stuff, and like you could put them in jail, or you could have a royal bonk.
A royal bonk.
Please smack me.
That's gold.
So there's that. That's just kind of I enjoy.
What is your favorite? Or Pelushi says, "What is your favorite snack when you're feeling down?" I've got a big answer for this, but I'll let you initiate.
Me? Wait, what was the question again?
Do you have a favorite snack for when you're feeling down?
Oh, favorite snack when I'm feeling down? There's this drink that it's not a snack. I'm trying to do like be healthy, so I don't really have too many snacks. But there's this. It's called a love triangle, but I always call it a heart drink. It's basically just like a watered down lemonade.
Oh,
that's like a happy and a cup of ice, cup of crunchy ice.
That seems very sweet.
That makes me.
For me, it's the famous, the incredible, the stunning Brazilian cheesy bread. Oh my god, it's so good. It's a specific thing we have in Brazil that everyone that goes there has to have. It's like a cheese ball, but it's made in a Brazilian way. And it's so good. It's so good. You can get them in different sizes. I usually get like a really big ball, like it's a giant cheese ball. It's so good. I love it. Always puts me in a good mood. It's a bit harder to find.
Good.
Oh, you're searching it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love them. It's a bit difficult to find here because Norway obviously you won't have it, but you can make them with like flour and stuff, and it's awesome and it's delicious. I love it.
These look the white ones that are looking fluffy. Oh my god.
Yeah, cheesy bread.
Have you ever had wonton soup?
I know what it is. I have not had it. I am uncultured in the culinary area.
It's like a Asian soup. I was like, I would want this and wonton soup and just like a good movie. Oh, I cry. I want that. That's my cozy time.
I see. I have one last question. We've ran through a lot of the stuff that I wanted to talk about, which I'm really happy with. But this might be a big boy question. I hope you're ready. You mentioned at the beginning of the stream being a TikTok gremlin. TikTok, explain it to me. What do you do on there? Is it enjoyable? Is it beneficial? I want the scoop because I've been wondering if I should go, and I want to know from a master.
I can say TikTok does have its way to help you grow for sure. Like, because when I started getting people to watch my TikToks, people would come into my streams all the time. Hey, I'm from TikTok. Hey, I'm from TikTok. Because people will usually come if they come in from a media. They'll be like, hey, I'm from this media. Because I don't know, but a lot of them were from TikTok. People say the algorithm of TikTok is weird, but I only post one a day. I don't think you don't have to post like
only
5 a day.
I'm being honest with you, that seems like a lot. That still seems like a lot to me. One a day.
I know.
How do you get the time?
Oh, I just make a bunch of them at once.
Oh, and you like distribute them over time.
Yeah, you just want to get like the popular sounds. You want to do those. I just scroll through usually and find something that I can relate to and be like, hey, this sounds like most of mine are Apex. I don't know if you've seen any of my Gremlin ones, but
yes, of course I have.
they're mostly Apex ones because I'm like, this is what it feels like when this happens or something. Because a lot of people relate to that. I don't know, or some people, because it's either you're doing something funny with the sound or you're being cutesy with your model or like handsome and seductive. But you gotta find like what your, I guess, niche, is that the word for it? You gotta find out what
niche.
your thingy is.
I get you.
So
I understand.
But I don't know. I usually post late at night or sometimes in the morning. But yes, I would recommend it. Though just know that there's a lot of arguing on TikTok. Like,
right?
Everyone gets mad at each other, and that's what I hate about TikTok. So I was like, I will skip those so fast. Like, don't want to see that. Don't want to see that unless it's a funny clip. Then I'm like, okay, I'll use this.
Yes.
But yeah.
I got into TikTok recently after a lot of being like, no, I can't do it. No. It's going to take too much time away from me. But I've been managing to control it. I don't actually scroll through it too often.
Control.
Yeah.
It's like it's a. I was knocked over.
But I might give it a go. You might have convinced me to give it a try. It does seem interesting, and you've got a knack for it. Your TikToks are so fucking funny.
Oh, thank you.
I love the little gremlin model you have.
I was not expecting people to actually like that one that much because it was just like, a gremlin model. It's like everyone sees a gremlin model.
It's endearing.
But then, really?
Yeah, it's like small.
I don't have anything fierce on the gremlin model, sadly.
It doesn't have to have anything fierce. It's already fierce. That thing would bite your ankles off in a heartbeat if you tried to come near it.
would more gum them up because I've only got one tooth on the gremlin. One tooth. It's like a spider or a vampire more.
Spider.
Drink your blood.
All right, everyone. Anyone else in chat have another question? I am currently out. If you have anything else you would like to talk about, the floor is yours.
What? I had a question, but I forgot. I can't remember.
Fierce brain memory.
Brain? Oh, memory?
Hmm?
I do. One tooth. Yes, one tooth. Am I allowed to show the one tooth?
The 1-2? What is a 1-2?
The one tooth. One tooth.
One tooth? Oh yeah, of course.
One tooth.
What do you mean you're
One
allowed?
tooth?
Of course you're allowed.
I don't know, because there's like a whole
No,
setup inside.
you will be prohibited. Oh my, this is.
I forgot it was cat.
Okay, hold on. Don't move it. I have an idea. Guest. Okay, I've put you on the table.
Ah, yes. Cat. Let me knock off these cups real quick.
No. Please. No. My furniture, please. I need that.
So you needed this cup. Too bad, cat. Watch me knock them off. Look at these kicky boots.
You're currently standing on the ladder that I craftily made for you for the invitation. This is. I mean, it's fine. You're small. You probably don't do that much damage to the ladder anyway.
I feel like I should be offended by this.
You don't know what? Don't look at me like that.
What like this?
What the? What happened? What happened to your face? No.
I tore his face. One tooth right there.
1 tooth. Oh my god, I see it. I've got two big ones.
Holy crap, man! Can I grow some just like that? I want to be a vampire.
You want to be a vampire? I just have big teeth. There's big canines.
Reminds me of pretty stiffer.
Small and fierce. Yeah, I'm like containing myself so I don't get immediately wiped by the gremlin. I don't know. I feel like I would get one tapped.
Oh yeah, look at that.
You're
I know
stretching.
karate, man. No, those are my cakes. That's as high as my beans will go. They're too heavy for my little body.
You know what? You know what could be even funnier if I like put you to accurate height. You're like barely over the chair.
Well, I mean, they're
there you go.
Peeking out.
So how's it going? This looks so funny.
Hello. Is the camera on?
Do you need a kitty chair? Do you need a what do you call it? Like a.
Dude, watch me rocket up into the sky. Kitty chair? Do they have those?
Can you actually reach the tea, the coffee from there? I don't think you can.
No, I can't. Maybe I can. No. Hello?
Hello?
I would like some biscuits, please.
Some biscuits? Oh my, are we British? Oh.
I don't know. Sometimes are we? I can be if I really believe. Oh my god. I can be anything. See, I'm a cat right now.
True.
Meow.
Incredible.
Oh my gosh.
I have a cat as well, but it's on my other costume. I don't have it on this one.
I know. Do you have the wiggly, fluffy ears?
I do. I think I have the same ones as you.
Oh my gosh. Dude, these are like the best fluffy cat ear assets I've ever seen.
It's so cute.
Do you know how to change the color? I never knew how to do that before.
Okay, all right, chat. It's immersion break time for the ending of the stream, just so I can show you guys the thing.
Immersion break time. You see what I've done to you guys.
Immersion break. Oh my god, regular shy Starfall on the fucking Masquerade. Who is this guy? It's like Clark Kent and Superman. It's like, I don't know him.
Who are you?
Who are you? Okay, let me see.
The platypus.
Do I remember my shortcut? I do. Hey.
Wait, I've got 3 advertisements. I can't see anything.
You can't be serious.
What's he doing, guys?
There you
Tell
go.
me!
Here are my ears. They are the color of my hair. I used this while playing Stray because I thought it would be on brand with the game.
Oh gosh, yes. This is what I used.
Can you see? Do you still have an ad?
Yeah, I'm on the last one. 8 seconds.
Oh my god.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Okay, there we go. There we go. Well, you put it behind your head. Dude, that's so smart, actually. What the heck? I never thought about that.
Well, because it looked a bit weird when I put it on the front, so I was like, okay, I'll put it on the back. Hey. Yeah, that is all. I'll put these away, and I will go back. I need to suit up again.
Immersion is not breaking anymore.
How do you say it? Immersion rebuilt. There you go. I'm back.
Not
Your
broken
favorite
immersion.
host, or not so favorite host. I'm here.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. The Phantom of the Opera.
It's giving Phantom of the Opera.
I'm sorry, did I
No. No, I get you. That's one of the references I used. Was like kind of opera type of vibe.
Oh really?
Yeah, so you nailed it. All right,
Oh my gosh,
let me put you. Do you have anything else you'd like to talk about before we finish off? If you do, don't worry. We can continue.
One last question that I remember hearing in somebody else's stream that I was like, oh, I want to hear some other people's perspectives on.
Mm.
Okay, so this one I was like, hey, that is actually a really good question. Somebody had asked. Oh, I'm on a table again. Hello. they asked like, does the design of a VTuber, is it important? Is the design of your VTuber important, or
Important
can it
to
be like
what?
pretty basic or something?
Important to growth. Important to what?
Well, just to
specifically?
everything, like everything. Like
I
your
would say
stream.
100%. I don't see why not. It's the way you present yourself on stream. Aesthetics are very important. And it's not limited to only models or being a VTuber. I think obviously you have exceptions where like XQC, whose camera looks like dog doo-doo, but he's still incredible. You have your outliers, but in general, the more pristine your setup is, the more viewers you will have. It doesn't always work like that. It's just like a general rule of thumb of you like, trying to improve the way your stream looks so you have more viewers. And so, so people can enjoy your stream more. And I feel like the VTuber model is a part of that for sure. I wouldn't say like it's required, but I think it adds to it for sure. Yes, I would say so.
Say so. Ooh.
Do you have a take on that?
Well, mine's honestly the same because I remember what they said was because whatever you are is basically your brand. It's like what was mentioned, like it represents you. So that's kind of why I've wanted to like kind of rebrand a little bit because it's like I'm a bear in a raincoat. What is that? What there's not much to that. But it's like if you're like the Queen of Hearts, then you have like a whole cutesy thing you could go all around on because it's already well, I guess you could make your own iconic thing, but
counterpoint.
I don't know.
Counterpoint.
It can
that I think if you ran with that would also get stale. By the way, you're kind of just like doing things. I think it's not about rebranding. I feel like you just need to look within your current brand and see what you can do out of that. For example, I for the Masquerade, I obviously didn't rebrand. I just branched off and made a whole aesthetic out of it. For example, Fierce Bear. Of course, it's great, but it doesn't mean you have to only be Fierce Bear. You could do Fierce Bear in different things. You could try a different costume. You could try a different aesthetic within the same kind of thing. It doesn't mean you have to completely change what you're doing.
Oh yeah, that's true. I was thinking about Bear, Queen of Hearts, but
oh yeah, then you got it.
Like...
Yeah, you got it then. The Cub of Hearts says Esper, yeah.
But there is a point I feel where there's like, if I was to put too many things into one, it could get like, that's too much. I'm gonna back away slowly, kind of thing. Like I've done models where I feel like, oh yeah, you might be too many of one thing. Just
yeah, I can understand that. Yeah.
Anyway. But if it's put together like in a nice way, then I think that's fine.
Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah, that's a good question. I like that. Good question starter right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've covered all that I wanted to talk about today. Has been an absolute fantastic time. I want to thank you again for coming on. It means a lot to me when people accept to come on here, because it does take time planning. Me poking you about 50,000 times for different assets and things, but I hope at the end of the day, no, it's on me because I just have to ask a lot of things. And I hope it was worth it for you. I hope you had a lovely time, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed coming to the masquerade.
Oh my gosh, yes, it's been an amazing time. Again, thank you so much for inviting me. I'm sorry I'm walking all over your letter. I don't mean to, I swear. I swear.
Excuse me. Oh no, my letter, my poor letter. It's okay. We'll get the department to make some more. Don't worry. We'll be fine.
Oh, okay. Hold on a sec. Let me...
No, it doesn't mean you can make it worse. No. But yeah, lovely people, thank you for watching us today. As always, I really do appreciate the support. As closing thoughts, you can go check out the YouTube. Every single masquerade gets a highlight video, so you'll definitely see today's masquerade eventually as a video. Over there, we currently have the first one. The second one will be released this weekend. You guys can also go check out Twitter. And of course, the greatest priority, go check out our guest. Here, hopefully the command works. There we go. Twitter, Twitch, HoneyKub. Go follow her. Give her all your love. And yeah, any finishing thoughts?
I think that's it. I don't think. I think
the way you looked at the screen was like, there's not a single thought behind those eyes.
There never is, other than fruit snacks. What I'm doing that second.
Fair enough.
Oh gosh.
Are you okay?
Yes. I am so okay.
Okay. Your model is so funny. Got built-in comedy. Jeez. Yeah, thank you, people. I will catch you guys very soon, hopefully within 1 or 2 weeks for the next masquerade. Can I give a hint on who the next guest is? I think we're getting, I believe if everything goes according to plan, which probably won't, considering my scheduling is whack. I believe we had a cub this week, but I think for the next masquerade, we're going to have a bear of some sort. And that's where I will leave that. Yeah. Thank you for coming on again. And I will see you guys very soon. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Take care, everyone.